Joey Jones to say, I think it's time to Bud Light mainstream country music, starting with CMT. Rapper Forgiato Blow and gospel singer Jimmy Levy join us now. They collaborated on a song called Boycott Target that took the #1 spot on iTunes. Jimmy, start with you. What's your reaction to this move by CMT, pulling Jason Aldean's song?
I think it's completely disgraceful. You see all of these organizations push the artists that hate America, that hate the American values, don't stand with God, family, and freedom. And someone like Jason Aldean has been so vocal for just those things and has been such an American patriot. So, of course, that's what they're going to do.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And have you noticed how all these right-wing lunatics are growing their beards out to try and look tough? What are they compensating for? A Trump rapper that looked more like Pugsley's evil twin joined a Fox News panel to talk about CMT's decision to pull Jason Aldean's song, Try That in a Small Town. The GOP rapper obviously wasn't talking about trying that horrendous-looking beard in a small town. He looked like the definition of a jackaloon.
All he's showing is the truth. Everything in here. There's not one word in this music video, which I must say I love. Nothing speaks about race. Everything in here that is listed is a crime in America.
Country Music Television pulled a music video from Aldean, which was filmed at the site of a lynching, and that its lyrics and message were highly offensive. The song depicts urban crime, pro-gun lyrics, and threatening rhetoric that reeks of Jim Crow-era sundown towns, a place that the two jackaloons bashing on CMT would find themselves to be extremely out of place in.
At the end of the day, the left has to find something every week that's racist or something going on in entertainment they have a problem with. Well, like, look, last week, Jill Scott, she redid the national anthem. She said, this is the home of the slaves. This country doesn't care about your dark skin. I mean, it got to the point where I had to turn the TV off, right? Well, Jason Aldean, back a week later, being canceled with a music video to a song that came out months ago. Yeah. I think they're just like a police officer that has a quota. They're out here looking for,
seems that way. Well, his song is now #1 on Apple right now. If you're CMT, know your audience. If you're Bud Light, know your audience. It's as simple as that.
The music video was filmed in front of the Maury County Courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee, where in 1927, the body of a black man, Henry Choate, was hung after he was killed. Although Aldean claimed to have no knowledge of the history, ignorance is no excuse for the message being sent. Aldean said that Try That in a Small Town is based on the feeling of community that he had when growing up, where we took care of our neighbors. Critics of the song say that it's radicalizing fans by disparaging gun control safety measures, and it draws a big red dividing line between urban and rural areas. It's divisive, and Aldean's excuse of ignorance won't change that. These two bearded boneheads wrote a song called Boycott Target. The song was popular among the Kool-Aid crowd when Christian fascists were mad about rainbows and brightly colored children's clothing that they took out on innocent employees and shoppers with homophobic rants and concocted videos. Pugsley and the other bearded crackpot are just a couple of trolls with no real purpose except to spread hatred and homophobia. These two clowns would get run out of that small town that they think they identify with. In reality, they're just a couple of Jason Aldean bootlickers. And oh yeah, that rapper, he grew up wealthy and has never known a day of struggle. He's just cashing in because Trumpaloons will fall for anything, and that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.